alike. They rely on us for food, a warm bed, and TLC, tender, loving care.
Check this cat out. Meet James Sanders and his dog, Mr. Belvedere.
Well, I got one of my grandkids a harmonica for Christmas, and they were walking around the house blowing on it, and he starts following them around trying to sing. When I switch the notes on the harmonica, he'll switch the pitch in his voice, either up or down. We just play and we go for walks, which helps keep me healthy and in shape. Had a heart attack in '89. The doctor told me to do a lot of walking, and I really wasn't doing it until we got Mr. Belvedere, and he loves to walk so much. I've been doing a lot of walking, and my health has improved. He's a terrific dog. Besides singing, he's got a great personality. He's got personality all his own, and the face only a mother could love. You can't help but love somebody. If they show you love, you have to love them back.
We've had the good fortune to meet 5 years here at CBS. Take a look.
Who picked out the outfit?
Mommy.
How is Mommy?
Good.
What's Mommy's name?
I don't know.
What does your dad do?
He works for Comedy Central. I always ask him when he comes home from work, does he have any jokes for me?
Yeah, and does he?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Like he told me the one, why is a cat like a computer? Because the mouse.
Yeah, well, it certainly sounds like he's found a home at Comedy Central. What kind of things does Dad do?
He helps people feel good if they're hurt.
Is your father a doctor?
No, he works on legs and arms and heads.
He works on legs and arms and heads. Is he a physical therapist?
No.
Try and guess my favorite food. Now, come on. Come on, just give it a try. Come on. Here, I'll give you a hint, all right? Pie. Try it. Try and guess my favorite food.
Pie.
Nope. Meatloaf. I tricked you. Years and years ago when I was in prison, Santa came to see us. Of course, in prison, they have no chimneys because the cons would be going over the wall left and right. Out and gone. You know what Santa brought me?
No.
A carton of Lucky Strike cigarettes. And it was the very best Christmas ever. That's a nice story, isn't it?
It's a weird story.
And what's your favorite food?
Salt.
Eat a lot of salt, do you?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So do you regard salt as a meal in itself?
Sometimes.
All right. There you go. Is that going to be enough for you?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
If I want to go to the Olympics.
Not sure?
Because I don't like 1,000 people watching me and stuff like that.
How many people would you like watching you?
One.
Just one person?
Yes.
You ought to get a show on CBS.
Probably you'd be on it. Probably I'll be on David Letterman.
Oh, that'd be fun. That'd be nice to have you on. Let me hear the Thanksgiving story, Aaron.
Well, Jackie goes to this special upholstery farm, like at least 100 miles from here.
It's an upholstery farm?
Yes. And she buys this 25 giant pounds of turkey.
Oh, a poultry farm. A poultry farm. Is that what it is? Do you have any creepy kids in your class?
Well, Astrid, she drives me nuts.
Does she misbehave?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Does she ever throw things?
No.
Is she a disruptive influence in class?
No, not really, but when she goes
Does
out...
she share her materials?
Yes.
Oh, she does.
Yeah, but when she goes out on the...
Does she work well with others?
Sort of.
Right.
But when she goes
Is she constantly interrupted?
You are.
And you have brothers and sisters?
She's a sister.
Uh-huh. What's her name?
Sure. Rachel.
Rachel. You want to say hi to Rachel? Okay, go ahead. Say hi to Rachel. Here we go. Say hi to Rachel. Just go ahead right there. Say,
Hi, Rachel.
well, how many friends do you have?
Oh, about none.
No, you have friends, don't you? You must have friends. A guy like you?
Nope. I used to have friends.
What'd you do?
I accidentally pushed somebody down the stairs and they got a bloody nose.
Do you think maybe there's a lesson to be learned here?
Yeah.
And what is that?
Accidents happen.
Yeah, I know that.
All right.
I'll accompany you. You sing. Ready?
Jingle bells, jingle... Dashing through the snows. Oh, jingle bells, jingle... You gotta be quiet. You are not 20.
Good afternoon, Wynn.
Yes, ma'am. I have a traffic report for you.
What's that?
I'm at between 75 and 76th on Columbus. I'm headed south, and everything seems to be moving along okay.
Everything's normal?
Everything seems to be okay.
Was there something wrong there before?
I don't know. I'm just driving through now.
No, we don't we only report when things are backed up.
Oh. All right. Well, I'll keep my eyes open.
Okay.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Wynn's newsroom?
Yes, ma'am. I have some traffic information for you. I'm up on the Upper East Side about the 68th and the 2nd, and I just saw a guy in a white Buick make an illegal U-turn.
All right, so you don't have to call us every hour with your traffic updates, okay?
Okay, now listen. I'm going to get something to eat, so I won't be able to call in for a few minutes.
Wait, don't call.
Huh?
Don't call us with traffic information unless it's like major.
All right, here's what I didn't tell you. I think the guy was drunk.
Okay, thanks for calling.
Well, does that make a difference?
No.
Oh.
right.
Hey, how about this? He had a gun.
Goodbye.
He had a gun. Ma'am? Roger.
Another one.
See Metro's ad in the Daily News, your #1 automotive marketplace. Metro Ford on Lancashire Boulevard in North Hollywood. Yes.
Super Ben Sunday on FX. I came up with the name myself.
Stick around for more Ben Stiller and his friends, including Janine Garofalo and Andy Dick.
Don't smoke crack.
We got a message that there's a witch out here, so we're going to check it out.
Constable, I heard cries of a witch.
Where?
Over there by the middle farm, by the ridge.
Hey, who the hell are you?
Devil. Good sir, this woman is the spawn of Satan.
You're a liar.
Hang on a second. First of all, who are you? Okay? Hey, Johnny!
I got him! Come back.
You got a kid, right? Right? You got a kid?
Yes, sir.
So what's going to happen to the kid? You get burned at the stake, right? Right? Who takes care of the kid? Huh?
I swear, sir,
Beelzebub?
I am not a witch.
Ask her about the blood. She's drinking blood.
Hey, hot shot.
Liar.
Step it back. Step off.
I watch him.
All right, over here.
Shut up. Shut up. Your buddy here says that this woman is a simple prostitute and that you were refusing to pay.
Oh, course he'd say that. He's a witch, too. He's a liar. Shut up. Arrest him. Over here.
I don't think you're a witch, but when a complaint is filed, it's up to the magistrate to decide.
They're witches, all of them. I wish I were a witch. I'd hex you.
Yeah, everything will turn out all right. You know, we'll take them down to the village, put them in a cauldron of water. If they drown, we know they weren't witches. Oh.
What?
I missed my kid's birthday again.
Oh, jeez.
All right, well, that's it. We're about out of time. I'd like to thank my guest, Bob.
No, we have red wine in the refrigerator. We have red and white.
Okay, let's see a little bit of red wine then.
Spencer, it seems to me you might have had sort of a big picture in mind, doing a pork with the prunes.
I was trying to get the theme going here. You know, I had the combo in mind a little
so
bit.
A little container there. And we put to marinate there. As I say, with port wine would be great. We don't have port wine, so you know what you do? Put a bit of red wine, put a little bit of sugar. You know, like a teaspoon of
right in the
sugar.
Middle, there you are.
There we go.
If you would like a glass,
always
Chef.
you have to have a glass to taste the wine because you never know. You never know. You know what could happen. So get me a glass. Zinfandel. David Bruce, this is good. Zinfandel from California.
We spared no
Alain,
expense.
to you, huh? All right.
12 and a half minutes on our clock.
How often do I turn
Let me
this?
get between you and Lori here.
You need another skillet.
Hello, Lori.
Hello, Sissy.
Are you having a good time?
Sure.
Are you nervous?
Absolutely.
Very nervous.
You're doing a very good job with a hard herb there. It's not easy to work with rosemary. What task have you been given by the great teacher?
The great teacher says chop the rosemary.
Okay. In the end, it's the same language, but the techniques, I'm sure, are they vary.
Now look at those mushrooms that I have here.
The garnish is going to be inside the pork.
Well, I got some.
And the carrots, of course,
And
are
the carrots are going to shred the
from
carrots.
the pantry.
That's right.
Alain has
Do I
his-
have a right to do that?
Yes, you may, and you have your secret weapon as usual.
That's right. I love that.
This is your own private mandolin.
My own private mandolin.
You never leave
that.
home without it?
Never.
Can you
it's
check
like
it
my
through-
American Express, you know.
Can you check it through security, or do you have to? Do they try to take it away from you when you go through to an airport?
No, I never travel with that anyway. But it's very, very, very good. I would like to recommend that to
What's your finger on that
even.
thing?
Oh, this is not good. This guy over there is pushing me all the time. Yeah?
Now we got, look at
It's
all the
too good.
mushrooms
It's
that
too
I
good.
have.
Look at that.
You have a beautiful melange.
I have
of mushrooms.
shiitake, I have
You didn't even wash
the
them.
yellow chanterelle. And we're going to wash the mushroom.
Now they're going to wash.
You want a strainer? Or?
Do you wash your mushroom? Why don't you wash your mushroom?
Mushroom.
What
Never
you
wash? What should we
mushroom?
do with the mushroom?
Yeah, you
They're
eat
dirty,
with,
you wash
with everything.
You see,
Look
the
at that.
point is not
So
to
beautiful.
wash
Yeah.
mushroom. The point is to wash it at the last moment. When you have mushroom, you don't keep them in a plastic bag. They get moist and yellowish. You don't wipe them up with a brush. You don't wipe them up with a towel because you remove a protective coating and they get older. So you don't touch them. At the last moment when you're ready, you wash them, take them out and use them. That's the idea. It's not a question of luck.
The great teacher
All
speaks.
right. So we're going to need a bit of garlic.
What a beautiful julienne.
Yeah.
What a beautiful job.
Well, I do my julienne by hand.
I know, by hand.
You know, I mean...
How much garlic do you want, John?
We'll tell them what your nickname is later.
Ahead, I'm going to
Jacques.
separate this. You can... one couple of cloves of garlic here.
And don't forget, they're working with pasta
Separate the
on this side as well.
garlic. We put 2 cloves of garlic. And you know, I'm going to need, I think, a
How are you
skillet.
going to use the broccoli?
Done.
Maybe a
Finished.
bigger than
Ready?
this.
All right.
Let's start.
Okay. We're done.
Let's start.
We put inside. Don't burn yourself.
We have 9:49 in our 18-minute challenge. We're getting close to the halfway point. And don't forget that tonight, our competitors, our sous chefs, will be going home with the first prize of the all-clad cookware, which is if you are a chef de cuisine in your own home, you know how indispensable it can be. And the second prize is the Power Plus Krups blender, not just for margaritas. I'm so easily distracted by a chef and a knife, Jacques.
Oh, yeah?
You're doing a very good job of that.
I'm so distracted by a beautiful woman, you know, so I have to wash out my finger not to cut myself.
Don't you just love a French chef?
Hope my wife is
Thank
not
you,
looking
Jacques.
at that one. Okay, so now we're going to put a little bit of olive oil in there. Go ahead and we'll saute some escarole, you know. Saute escarole in garlic and olive oil. A dash more. Up, I leave the garlic here, but you don't want to put the garlic at the beginning. So what I do here, cut the green part a little bit out. If I were doing a soup, I would keep that for the soup. And this we're going to saute. So Spencer, we can do away with this. Now, this is what we're going to saute.
8:25. You need some more water?
You
Oh,
washed
boiling
it
water's
before,
going?
right?
Yes.
Could I ask the kitchen for some more boiling water? Emily, thank you.
Okay, this is on high.
We'll try for you.
And what we have to try to find a lid for that?
Yeah.
Are you using your hot water?
No. Do you want it?
Anna, could use some hot
I
water.
have to give him hot water again. All right, here is my hot water.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Very generous competitors from the French
Thank you,
Culinary
Jacques.
I
Institute.
need some water in there.
Okay, Jacques.
Just a tablespoon. That's too much. You ruined my dish. All right. So we're cooking the scallop. As you can see, the fillet of pork here is nicely cooking. We're going to put it on a lower heat even. And then in the juice here, we're going to saute the prune. The prune there and let's say prune, red wine, a bit more red wine, yeah.
A little soup some more.
And the garlic is going to go with this.
Escarole. It is an 18-minute challenge. We are at 7 minutes.
7 minutes.
You know, the escarole, if you go to Belgium, for example, what we call endive here, they call chicon in Belgium. What we call endive here, they call chicon. Yes, that's what I said. And what we call escarole here, they call endive over there. You know? So the escarole is the same family. The root of the escalope grows into the cellar in the dark and creates your Belgian endive, you know? Okay, now let's see.
Jacques. Another wonderful food
Jacques
fact.
is unbelievable.
It's a font of knowledge.
Jacques is the best.
Oh.
Not quite cooked now.
Beautiful.
Vol au vent.
Vol au vent, that's beautiful.
Your hot water is not your own.
Thank you.
You know, people don't cook salad enough. It's a great vegetable to cook salad, you know?
But even the most, what would I say, typical salad in the American supermarket, would we cook a romaine?
Are you kidding? The
Yes?
romaine as well as the iceberg.
Really?
Yeah. You cook it and it's a great vegetable. If your salad starts getting wilty, cook it. You know, it's very nice. Goes well with garlic. We have garlic and mushroom. I think what we are going to do here, this is practically cooked enough.
5.5 minutes.
Oh, good. So we're going to put it on
5.5.
Yeah, that's more fair.
I'm in a mess again.
You did a very nice job of a blanching.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that pretty?
That's beautiful.
Carrots on the side, well done,
Carrots
Lori.
on the side, and you can see here, I cook a little bit.
Oh, we're putting the
on the
apples
same
right
side.
in with it.
All right.
Now, remember, 520, and you still have a stuffing. Will this be going
No,
into
don't
the
worry,
oven?
the stuffing I just put on inside, that's it, you know. So it's going to be all right idea. There's no burn, we're okay.
Do you find it hard to work with the electric burners or not?
No, it's wonderful.
You don't
I
mind
think, you know, a lot of chefs complain about working on halogen, electric and whatsoever, because they use the gas. But I think electric is great also, you know.
But can you really tell where you are with your flame? How do you gauge it on electric?
That's a little problem because we don't see really. You cannot control so much, you know.
Yes.
But the electric we can control. But the halogen is practically impossible to control. And this is an halogen here that you have. But otherwise you can cook and practically everywhere. See, when I say stuff, you got to be just to cook like this.
We're going to put the stuff inside and we're going to present it like that.
What a wonderful and quick method to work with the pork chop, don't you think? The way he's sliced it and made the small pockets and then sauteed. Beautifully done.
Yeah. So what
We
you
have
use,
4:15.
you use the fat from the pork, you know, to use it to cook the apple, you know, because the apple goes very well with the pork, generally speaking. Don't come here, chef.
Want a bit of wine in you?
Give me a little wine. Hey, give me a little wine.
Would you like some? We have plenty.
All right. I have to give him my water, my wine. That's it, huh?
We have 3 minutes and 40 seconds.
Now look at the mushroom. The mushroom.
Always time for wine, right, Jacques?
Are ready now. So what we're going to add is the prune and the wine. To do a bit of a reduction there. And I think that I can take the puff paste out soon. It's going to be ready.
3:13.
And I kept the, you know, the pork back into the oven to keep it warm a little bit. So let's leave it here for the time being.
And we're going to have.
And now I have my puff paste. Okay, the puff
Oh,
paste
your broccoli has been tossed.
should
with
be
the
nice and
pasta.
brown.
Yeah.
And
My
walnuts.
broccoli is ready. Walnut inside. Okay. That's good. And that's okay like
That
this.
looks beautiful. That's done.
All right.
2:36, chefs.
236 hours,
No,
minutes.
minutes.
All right. So we're going to start because
You didn't waste any precious minutes during that wine break, no?
no, I mean he's hot anyway. I know him, you know. Come like this.
You know, I have
The pasta. Side that.
Now I'm going to cut this in half.
The
We are at 2 minutes.
As you can see, you know, the bottom of it is really cooked.
So what we're going to do?
Perfectly in a very short
I'm
time.
going to put this in the middle.
So, what we want to do, I think I'm going to arrange my my salad right on top of this. Thank you. You know, when you arrange something on a plate like this, the best way is to put it right in the middle, because you know the middle is going to be, instead of trying to go around, then you can spread it to the outside. It doesn't matter whether the center is dirty now, because you're going to cover it anyway. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's easier than trying to arrange it around. So what I'm doing here, I'm leaving space for the puff paste in the middle of it. Tell you that the first time I do that dish will be the last time in my life. Okay, we put the puff paste here.
We have just
Right in
about
the
a minute.
center.
The
And
plating
then-
has begun on both sides of the aisle.
All right, so now I can start cutting this.
It's enough.
Perfect.
Beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. 45 seconds. Just about 30 seconds.
Wow. Here. We have a lot spoon somewhere.
25.
One there.
20 seconds.
Oh, la, la.
We will break. Our audience will cast their secret vote for the winning dish. See if you agree with their choice. Come right back.
Have,
Beautiful.
Lots of metallic colors in them, and you can find them with gold, silvers, coppers, or any type
It's great
metallic.
the way it picks up the light. I love those.
Very, very reflective. Nice, nice shiny kind of things, which some of the ceramic tiles just don't have this kind of pizzazz to them.
Okay.
Well, to start out with, what we need to do is to put some adhesive to actually glue our tiles to the surface.
Okay, we're pretending like this is our table.
This is our
here.
tabletop.
All right.
And what I do is I just generally squirt some adhesive out. You don't want to do the whole tabletop. Nothing more than you can do in about 5 or 10 minutes.
Okay, and this is special mosaic tile?
This is just tile adhesive.
Okay.
And you need to use a notched trowel to spread the adhesive out so that you don't get too much adhesive on the surface. And you just kind of work it out into an area, and the notches will leave exactly the right amount of adhesive on the surface.
And some sienna. We'll just mix all this together. Put a little white in there. Once again, don't overmix it. See, there. Now, you have to start making some decisions. Where does this live? There it comes. Look at what happens there because you did not overmix that paint. Comes down, there it is. We'll just let it go, let it go, let it go. Like that. Let it go. Wherever. I'm going to take and touch a little bit of the same color with more white in it just to sparkle it up. Just so a little light's just playing through here. And zing, it hits and it bangs and plays. There's one right there. Let some of these little light things happen. Okay, going back to my little knife. And back behind here, we need a shadow. Look at that. See, that makes that a separate entity. Just by putting a shadow behind it.
It's not quite mixed yet because there are white flecks in there that you can see. And if you don't get the white flecks mixed in, then when you're making the pots, it leaves holes. When you've got your
Hey, I'm Joe Larario.
And I'm Ed Feldman, and where are we? We're in way the heck Outsville, Doylestown, PA, countryside galore.
And the owner wants to install an energy-efficient storm door on her front door, so...
And her name is Christine Urbanski. Let's meet her. Let's go now.
I love doing this part.
Hey, Christine, how you doing?
How are you? Hi.
Hi.
Boy, it's a nice day.
Get many visitors this morning?
No, not at all.
So you want to put a storm door on here. Why?
Yes, I do. We wanted something where in the wintertime, when it's cool, we could still open the door, get the sunlight in, yet we'd be still insulated. And in the springtime, something we could swap out the glass for the screen and get a nice breeze.
She's got a
through the
vision.
house.
Yes.
She's got a vision. And you know, when you put a storm door on like the kind we're going to put on, it also increases the energy efficiency of the house, at least by 65%.
We did a study yesterday and found that out. It blocks the draft. It keeps out elements, not only nitrogen and oxygen.
But also salesmen.
And Einsteinium and plutonium.
And the Fuller Brush Man.
It creates an airspace as an insulator in case you want to keep some air as a pet in between the two doors. And, of course, as we said, in the warmer months, you put a screen, and you could also strain spaghetti through it.
So we're going to put this up.
Yes.
You got all the parts?
Yes.
Okay, well, we'll get done, and we'll get started. Then we'll be finished at the end of the show.
Why can't we talk to people? Sounds better since the operation, don't it?
Now, before you buy a storm door like the one we're going to put in, you want to make sure that you know the opening of the door. Get familiar with it.
Right. Otherwise, you might make a mistake and get a triangular-shaped storm door.
You would get a triangular-shaped storm door.
So let's take you on a tour around the prime door opening, which is what we call this. Well, it's what somebody calls it. I don't really call it that. Here's the door jamb. that's what goes all the way around. This is the inside face of the jam, the outside face of the jam, the top of the jam, and, surprise, no bottom. It is a sill.
This is the sill.
The bottom sill.
See that there?
Now we're going to measure this prime door opening. We're going to measure the width in 3 places, 6 inches from the top.
6 inches from the bottom.
And right in the middle.
Okay. Let's do that there.
You measure in 3 places because when they cut these openings, it's not always exact.
This is like 35 and 7/8 up here.
35 and 7/8. And we write it down there because the door is going to be over there.
And here is about the same thing.
35 and 7/8. Now, when the measurements are different, you always use the smallest measurement for your door because that way you'll know the door will fit.
This is about 36 down here.
So 35 7/8, 35 7/8, 36. Not much fun in a marriage, but pretty good for a door opening. Now let's...
How long we been here?
Let's do the top 6 inches from one side.
Right. Move it out more towards the front there. There we go. And to the top. Oh, we got 80.5.
Perfect. I think.
And over here, let go of the tape. 6 inches from here. And up here. And we got 80.5.
Perfect. It's much cooler in the garage, isn't it? Well, we're going to address our door parts now.
Hello, door.
We got all of the parts out of the box, and we're checking those parts against the parts list on our directions. Very important. And it is very important to use directions. Now, depending on the model storm door you're going to put in, your directions might be different than ours, but follow them anyway.
Yeah, and what we want to do with this is we have the frame of the door here. We want to assemble as many pieces to this here frame before we stick it on the front of the house and front of the front door.
And you need tools to do that. And here's the wonderful array of tools we'll be using today. A measuring tape, a pencil, a drill with an 8-inch drill bit, a Phillips head screwdriver bit or a manual Phillips, a hacksaw, a metal file, a wire snips, a scissors or utility knife, soap, water, a squirrel, a cup of coffee.
Hey, that was almost good. You almost made the table.
All right. First thing you want to know
is figure out which side the door is going to be hung, where the hinge is going to go.
Right, and this storm door is going to be hung with the hinge on its left side because our primary regular house door...
That's what the directions called. The primary door is your front door.
That's hung on the left side. Its hinge is on the left side. You want the storm door hung on the same side.
Otherwise, you'll have a lot of fun going into your house.
Which is what I have on my house. So I like a lot of comedy at the front door.
Here's the front. Here's a pencil. Right. Mark left.
L. Well, this is my left, right?
Your left, not my left.
You know how to tell left from right? You just go like this.
There's an L.
This is an L.
See that?
So I'm just going to trace that.
Perfect. You're a college man.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're going to use the packing that the door came in, and we'll move it right over here to protect it, and we'll just lay it down with the hinge side facing up. Isn't that perfect?
And the inside facing us.
And now it's time for the hinge mounting frame.
Yes, come on down from Pacoima. The hinge mounting frame, what does it do?
It does movement. Look, it's got movement. It's got
hinges.
hinges.
It attaches the door frame to the primary door jamb, which is so important, or else it just falls down like Alibaba's door.
There we go.
And look, it's got these things. They're called leaves, believe it or not.
So just leave them alone.
And turn it around here. Look, there's
weather stripping. See that? That keeps the cold out.
Or in.
Yeah.
And it fits down in here just like this.
Fit it down. No, put it all the way down flat. There you go. Right in there, and you lift it up. You can see that these hinges fit right into that little recess.
And it will pivot like so.
Now drop it down and see how flat. Yeah, perfect.
Oh, beautiful. However, it must be positioned so that the top of the door, and why do we know?
How do we know it's the top?
Because when it was standing upright, I made the big L.
Oh, so afterwards we can get the L out of there.
That's right.
Okay.
And this, the frame, this part has to fit 1/8 of an inch. And could we have the measuring tape now?
Oh, that's right. I need it. I'll get it back here. 1/8 of an inch.
And this has to fit 1/8 of an inch above the frame here.
Frame.
Perfect.
And then you're going to have an overhang of, got an overhang of almost 2.5 inches down here.
Well, that's why we have a hacksaw.
So we're going to trim this off because we're a couple of hacks and we have a hacksaw.
Now let's attach this hinge mounting frame to the door frame itself. You got 4 leaves, 2 holes each, and we will drill some pilot holes. Hey, what's a pilot hole?
My uncle was a pilot, you know that?
Not now. A pilot hole is a hole you drill first so that the screw goes in nice and easy.
Yeah.
And here's the 1/8 inch drill bit.
And after we drill the pilot hole, we'll attach using a 3/8 inch screw, which is a number 8 screw in the directions they call their own screw, a number 8 screw.
Nobody else does, but they do.
Well, there's
but that's
different
okay.
styles.
It's okay.
The important thing to know is it's a 3/8 inch screw.
Right, and a 3/8 and a 1/8 inch bit. Look, this is how fast the dentist goes. We don't want that.
When we come back, we'll have this all screwed in, so don't go away. Maybe we'll have it screwed up. I don't know. Now it's time to get rid of that. So we got to measure our door from the measurement of the primary door, the front door, which was 80.5. Right. And we want to subtract 1/8 of an inch. Which
Because
would give
that was
us,
the overhang we had on the top of this.
right, so it'll give you 80 3/8. So we'll take a pencil and we'll make a tick right at 80 3/8.
Hey,
right
that's
there.
not my carpenter's pencil.
See this one? Look. See, that pencil rolls. Now, let's go. We're going to take this off with a hacksaw.
Do you need a hacksaw?
They used to call it a hake saw for cutting fish.
For cutting hake.
So we'll make
Hake is my favorite fish.
a little line right here. I'm going to use my finger as a guide. Always use your finger as a guide. As a matter of fact...
She used to have 12 fingers, you know.
Yeah, let's go. Let's just do this.
When cutting metal like this, it's always nice to draw the sword or hacksaw across it once to make a groove.
Yeah, now we got it.
And now there's often some burrs on that.
Look, it still opens too. See?
Yeah, but aren't there any Raymond burrs there?
Got to get rid of them. I'm just going to show them that because in my back pocket I happen to have the file.
Vertical file.
It was filed under the file department. We'll just do this.
Always file away from the piece that you're filing.
And we'll file all these edges.
After
Perfect.
that, can I use, because I got a hangnail right here.
Now, what's this? This is the metal expanding sweep. See, this goes on the bottom of the door right here.
Wow, it's golden in color.
And this is what actually sweeps the threshold or the sill of the door.
It seals it from the weather.
Now, a couple things you got to see here. This rubber here. See what that is? Show them how that feeds in. See, because it's got a little, it's like a T.
It's got a foot at the bottom.
You look in there, right in there in the center, it looks like a little T. See, a little
now
T.
we have to do this.
And that goes right into there.
It goes into a channel, and you just feed it right through. Look, you can pull both at once.
Well, just give me one. You pull one. Hold the back end of this up because it'll make it a little easier. Pull it all the way through. This is one of those things that you got to do now because you can't do it
once the door's on.
Now you pull a little excess off there, and then you take your wire nip. See this? See? All right. Now I'm going to crimp the end. See, because you don't want this going back and forth. And the only way that you need some tension in there, so you're going to just crimp it in like that.
And these black vinyl pieces that you're trapping in there are actually what's going to hug the floor tight, sweep the floor, and keep nasty
Let me have the
cold
other
air
one.
out or in, as the case may be.
I'll take a scissor. Some people like to use a utility knife. I use a scissor.
I'll just cut that excess off there. Look, this has got to now fit onto the bottom of the door, and it's got to be spread a little bit
Just
here.
a little bit.
Just a little bit, because it's a little wider. And
we'll fit it on now and then screw it in later.
Just like about this here. There we
Ah,
go.
two-tone effect. Golden. My Aunt Sophie would love this.
It's perfect. Oi, we're going to attach the storm door to your front door or your primary door, whatever you want to call it.
And this hinge mounting frame that we just attached to the storm door has to fit flush against the inside door jamb and flush against the top.
Up there like that. And we're using the number 8 screws that the manufacturer calls a number 8 screw. It's a 1-inch screw. Here we go. Put this right in there.
No need to drill pilot holes. It's a wood frame.
Right. Let's get it right in there. And we'll just... there we go. Here's some screws.
Oh, right through the window. Oh.
No, I can't do that. I got to close it before I give you that.
Close it.
Look,
And now,
it closes nice.
Now we'll do the outside. Same size screws. Put them on the Phillips head. And say L. Remember the L?
L, that means right here. In there. Now we're going to put in the header frame.
Oh, the header frame. Oh, no, that's
This is the
wrong.
header frame. This is it.
It's called the header frame because it goes up at the top where your head should be.
Right.
Remember, header things are up there, feet are down here, and belly button frames right in the middle.
Here we go. We open the door, and we put this, see, this is a piece of weather stripping right here.
So we know that faces out where the weather be.
That's where the weather is, right? And this is the weather stripping around here, so it just follows around. We want to put it right on the top of the hinge.
Rested against the top jamb. One end